here. So it comes together like this with a base gasket. So I take them all the way apart and I seal everything because we don't know how hard of a life it's had getting here. So it's a 5mm T-handle, and that's all the torque you really need. Just pull these apart. I'm trying to show you guys, but I think you guys can figure out how to take 4 bolts off if you're ready to do a carb swap. Alright, so this is the kit. Paper gasket, large reed cage, and another paper gasket. Let's get it out. You can port these out. I've seen people do it before, get all the hard casings out. You want to check for any light burrs because that's just going to go into your engine. These aren't the best castings, but the price is right. So, you know, I'm going to hit everything with a file. I want to make sure it's 100%. So, just went through, I deburred everything. Any sharp corners, I found them and just ground them down. That one there was pretty sharp, so I wanted to take care of it. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to put a thin layer of gasket maker on the bottom gasket that goes into the block, because I like to be a little cautious with any of this stuff. So this, I don't want a ton here, so we're just going to take it. Hope you can see it. It's probably pretty hard. Get it on both your fingers, and we're just kind of wetting the whole entire gasket, both sides. Then take your rag, clean your fingers off so you don't mark up the whole entire thing. A little more on this side. So you're just trying to make it all gray. You're gonna sling it on. It's gonna stick right where you need it. Let me wipe my hands off. Base gasket going down into it. Then you're gonna take these new Allen keys and start them. So just like on the cylinder kit, just running them all down until they touch, and then you'll do your tightening sequence. More. You guys got the better view than me on this, hopefully. These up because that one's not hitting very well. Tighten all 4 down. So all that's filed down, gasket's on, light thin layer on it. Let's get a little better here. So now we're going to do reed cage. Drops in like that. I'm going to do another thin layer here, and then I'm going to do between the metal in the gasket and the reed cage. So we're going to take both these gaskets and we're going to do it on the chrome, and then those will just sit on them. It's going to drop in. Wipe my hands. Drop in there. And what we're going to do is the same as we did on the base gasket, and just do a thin layer on both sides. So you just want to turn that gasket gray. Then plop it right on, and it's nice and sticky. It's not going anywhere. Wipe my hands off. So everything's just getting snugged. Bolt. Take this off too. Take that right off. Don't need it this second. Tighten this one up, nice and even. Fourth bolt that I got kicking around somewhere. There it is. So when I put the intake manifold on, let everything dry. Not mess with it too much. That's a 6, so I'm going to tighten that up as well. We don't know if that's been loosened up over the time. I put a little 8mm here, so I can take the reed cage off without taking what would be the carb and the spigot here. So I can just pull it all off, one shot. The one that it came with also had a little burr on the bottom. I could have run it, I just didn't want to. So it goes on there like this. Knock over the camera, so that one will go like that. Hide it below. This one will be up top for a nice Oko. So I'm going to clean it up. I'll have more videos on this engine. We have to do rear gears in it. Probably do 8-to-1, 7-to-1, something like that. Something light, snappy. The bike's just for cruising around town. Not a highway ripper. So I'll keep you guys updated on the parts I do. Any questions, just ask in the comments. You can also go follow me, Scooter King, eBay, Instagram. I have a page on Facebook as well. And if you want to keep seeing the content, af16s. I do a lot of work for af16s. I do jogs, roughhouses, Hondas, Sprees, Dios. So that's our main content, is really the 80s and 90s Japanese bikes, two-stroke specifically. So like I said, any questions, just ask. Thanks for watching.